Hello everyone, this is Honor Panda from the Mobile Legends Discord server, and I promised I would make a hero tier list for the patch 125.1. This time though, I have the stats of all the heroes right here in the spreadsheet. In the tier list, I will take notice of how well the hero fits with its own synergies, how beneficials are blessings and or synergies on the hero, how strong is it by itself, stats, skill damage, does it have a niche in the metagame, early game, mid game, or late game, like, I don't know, burst damage, triple synergy, true damage, crowd control, etc. First up in the list, we have Akai, the Guardian Kadia Riverland Synergy Hero free cost. Akai has an average HP stat among free cost hero, an attack of 295, a speed of 0.7, and he's a close range hero. Akai is a physical damage. His skill is physical, his range is short, he hits multiple times but deals very little damage. His skill duration lasts a long time, and it does have CC immunity, but there's not a lot of crowd control in this season. Akai does benefit somewhat from his synergies. The extra shield from Kadia Riverland does pair up well with the extra defense of the Guardian synergy, but the long duration of his skill makes it that he wastes his attack speed bonus. And so Akai, I would place him in D. In reality, you will almost never see Akai unless you are rushing to get 6 Kadia Riverland or you somehow need a Guardian synergy in your lineup. It also does not help that Akai synergies, if he ever receives any blessing, does not help the whole team, the whole lineup. As Guardian synergy heroes only buff Guardian heroes, and Kadia Riverland synergy only buffs Kadia Riverland. Next up, we have Aldous, the Los Pecados Wrestler synergy hero. Free cost, he deals physical damage with his skill. His HP stat is above average among free cost hero, with an attack stat of 295 at 1 star, below average attack speed of 0.6, and he is a close range hero that deals single target damage. His skill cast time is very short. His skill damage increases the more often he uses during the battle, and it provides extra shield whenever he uses the skill. I'll place Aldous in C tier for now. Los Pecados and Wrestler synergy are both good early game synergies, as it only requires 2 heroes to activate. The extra gold from a Los Pecados 4 is extremely helpful to the player. However, as a close range single target hero, Aldous is not very great late game. A roll blessing on Aldous will not benefit the lineup significantly, as Wrestler synergy only affect Wrestler heroes, but a blessing on Los Pecados could enable the player to activate 4 Los Pecados synergy more early, and therefore gain extra gold more quickly and snowball into an advantage that could be significant if capitalized on. Next up, we have Alucard, the Lightborn Weapon Master Synergy Hero free cost. Alucard has below average HP stat among free cost hero, an attack stat of 355, below a very low attack speed of 0.6, and a range of 2.4, so he's a close range hero. His skill deals physical AoE damage and heals him back. He heals back more if he's a higher upgrade level. For now, I'll place Alucard in B tier. The main reason is because Lightborn synergy is a good early game synergy, as it only requires 2 hero. Weapon Master synergy requires 3 hero, but it benefits all the heroes. So Alucard still has some purpose even late game. A combination of both Synergy, Lightborn, and Weapon Master makes Alucard a very good defensive hero. So it could be slightly hard to kill him unless he gets burst down. Blessing on Lightborn Synergy may not be super effective as it only buffs Lightborn heroes. However, Lightborn Crystal exists. So if Lightborn Synergy becomes 4 Lightborn or 6 Lightborn, the other heroes could possibly benefit from it. And if he gets a blessing on Weapon Master, then it will be easier to activate Weapon Master and therefore benefit all the heroes. Next up, we have Angela, the Venom and support synergy hero, 4 cost, mid range, and below average HP stat. She does have share the highest attack stat among 4 cost heroes with Aurora Loi, and she does have a base speed of 0.75. However, I will place Angela in D tier. And the main reason is because Venom synergy is wasted on her due to the fact that her skill is a single hit skill, and Venom poison enemy heroes based on the amount of hit. And support synergy is also wasted on her because she deals magical damage with her skill, while support synergy buffs attack stat. Venom synergy lineups are also not reliant on attack stat to deal damage, so they don't benefit much from support synergy, so there's not much reason to ever use Angela unless, well, except to buff Grok in a Venom synergy lineup. But that's very limited in purpose. Next up, we have Argus, the Weapon Master Abyss synergy hero that's 2 cost. Argus has very low HP stat of 3190, which is the second lowest among the 2 cost hero, attack stat of 255, an attack speed of 0.8, and he's a close combat hero that deals physical damage with his skill, a single target skill. For now, I'll put Argus in B tier. Weapon Master and Abyss Synergy are both synergies that benefit the whole lineup. A blessing on either of his synergy could benefit the whole lineup, and a Protostar blessing would make him a significantly sturdier tank, as his immortality lasts longer the more he is upgraded. The main reason Argus cannot be in higher tier is because there are a lot of synergies dispatched that provide healing effects, such as Astral Power, Weapon Master, and Swordsman. And although he is useful as a tank against 4-star heroes due to his immortality, he has problems in dealing significant amount of burst damage to those heroes. Also, Swordman synergy hero just abuses his immortality in order to heal more as they deal more damage against heroes that have less health. And Argus literally has no health. Next up, we have Aurora, the Northern Val Elementalist Mage Synergy hero, 4 cost, dealing magical AoE range damage that freezes enemy heroes based on the upgrade level she is. Aurora has the lowest HP stat among 4 cost heroes shared by Loi of 4125, and the attack stat of 320, which is the highest among 4 cost heroes, also shared by Loi and Angela, and an attack speed of 0.75. For now, I'll place Aurora in B tier. She has free synergy, 2 of which benefits the whole lineup. A blessing on Mage will increase the magic damage of all heroes. A blessing on Elementalist will increase the mana gain of all heroes in the lineup. However, a blessing on Northern synergy is not as helpful, as you need all 3 Northern heroes in order for Northern synergy to work. Otherwise, there could be a bug where you don't not get any MP at all. And Northern synergy blessing may increase Aurora's magic damage. However, she has few faults. One is that her basic attack provides her very little amount of MP gain. And unless you have Flicker, it could be very tricky to use Aurora against swordsmen or assassin heroes as they may jump away before Aurora lands a single AoE skill. Next, we have Batang, the wrestler and astral power synergy forecast hero. Badang has an HP stat of 5,800, which is the highest among forecast heroes, attack stat of 315, attack speed of 0.55, which is the lowest in the game, and he's a close range hero that deals physical AoE multi-hit damage with his skill, which is basic. For now, I'll place Badang in D tier. Neither Astral Power or Wrestler Synergy benefits the whole lineup. As a forecast hero, he is unlikely to be ever used early game with the Wrestler Synergy. His low MP game paired with his low attack speed and his long skill duration makes him prone to get killed before he even deals significant amount of damage. And also, the hitbox of his skill is really small compared to the previous season, meaning he does not abuse Demon Hunter's sword as well as before. So Badang will be very unlikely to be seen in the game, except maybe as a filler hero to complete 6 Astral Power synergy. There's really not much difference between 2 wrestler and 4 wrestler synergy, so he won't see much use at all. Next up, we have Bellaric, the Nature Spirit and Guardian Synergy free cost hero. Bellaric has the highest HP stat of 5,175, lowest attack stat amongst free cost hero of 205, attack speed of 0.75, and a close range basic attack. Bellaric deals AoE mid-range crowd control with his skill. So I'll place Bellaric in B tier for now. Neither of his synergies benefit the whole lineup. However, Bellaric can be seen occasionally early game with the Nature Spirit synergy or late game in a very niche lineup that uses Venom synergy because his crowd control is really useful there. Bellaric quick cast time do enable him to benefit a lot from items as he can use his skill relatively often. And also, if Bellaric gets any blessing, it will increase his survivability. Sadly, Bellaric is a free cost hero, so it's really hard to upgrade him to 3-star this patch as there's way too many free cost heroes. Different free cost heroes. Next up, we have Chu, the Kadia Riverland Wrestler Synergy hero that's 1 cost. Chu has an attack stat of 240, HP stat of 3600, attack speed of 0.75, and he's a close range hero that deals physical damage. For now, I'll place Chu in B tier. By himself, Chu does not deal a lot of damage. However, Chu is the only hero that can stun lock and misposition enemy heroes with his long range physical crowd control skill. Kadia Blessing will increase his attack speed, while a Wrestler Blessing will increase his attack stat. And given sufficient HP, speed, and MP gain and good positioning, he could mess around opponents that uses Astral Power Synergy or any opponent that heavily rely on a single 4-star hero. Sadly, his second skill can be cancelled by enemy crowd control. Chu can be seen early game to mid game due to access to 2 wrestler with Masha. In the late game, however, he would be mostly seen only in a Kadia Riverland synergy lineup. Next, we have Claude, the Los Pecados and Art and Gunner synergy hero. That's 4 cost. Claude has the HP stat of 4,675 and attack stat of 260, attack speed of 0.75, and he's a long range hero that hits twice on his basic attack and deals physical damage with his skill. For now, I'll place Claude in C tier. He is somewhat used early to mid-game in combination with the Los Pecados synergy and Demon Hunter Sword, possibly. He also has pretty good MP gain due to his double hit basic attack. The long range and long duration, multi-hit nature of his skill leads him into trouble late game, however, as it spreads out his damage and leaves him extremely vulnerable to Swordman plus Blade Armor combo. The removal of his crowd control immunity dispatch also makes him vulnerable to crowd control, as that could cancel his skill. As a gunner hero, at the very least, he can deal critical damage with his skill. Claude, when he has a Los Pecados synergy blessing, he will gain extra attack speed. When he has the Gunner synergy blessing, he will get extra attack stat. But yeah, he's not used too often late game. Next up, we have Clint, the 5 cost Los Pecados and Gunner synergy hero. Clint has an attack stat of 385, HP stat of 4640, attack speed of 0.7, and he's a mid-range hero that deals physical damage with his skill. Claude is better than Clint by a lot, and Clint is a 5 cost hero, so he's definitely going in D tier. His skill is single target, and he's mid-range, and he has lower mana gain. Yeah. Next up, we have Esmeralda, the Los Pecados Mage Synergy free cost hero. Esmeralda has a HP stat of 4,945, attack stat of 230, attack speed of 0.7, and she's a close range hero that deals both magical and physical damage with her skill and basic attack. I'll place Esmeralda in B tier for now. A role and faction synergy blessing will activate either of her synergies as they both only require 2 hero. She's the only hero that can steal shield from enemy weapon masters or Cadia Riverland synergy heroes. Esmeralda deals more magic damage with Los Pecados blessing and gains more mana with Mage synergy blessing. A combination of her double hit basic attack and skill that has short range, short AoE, and short duration means she can spam her skill relatively safely early to mid game. But in the late game, she might waste a bit of time walking around. Next up, we have Estes, the 4 cost Wormslayer warrior and super synergy hero. Estes has an HP stat of 4,160, attack stat of 255, attack speed of 0.85, and a long range hero that deals no damage with his skill. His skill heals ally heroes. With Estes, I'll place him in C tier for now. Wormslayer Warrior and Super Synergy does mix well together as it allows Estes to support buff Wormslayer Warrior heroes, which would increase their attack stats significantly. The main problem here is that Estes himself does not benefit much from either the Super Synergy or the Wormslayer Warrior Synergy, as his skill relies on his magic stat. His long range and above average attack speed enables him to cast his skill relatively easier than Angela, which would benefit the whole lineup earlier in the battle, and he may also suffer against anti-healing items. Estes is not commonly seen except occasionally to activate the Super Synergy in a physical lineup. Next up, we have Fanny, the 4 cost Lightborn and Assassin synergy hero. Fanny has a HP stat of 4,495, which is not very high for a 4 cost hero. Attack stat of 315, attack speed of 0.65, and she's a close range hero that deals physical damage with her skill. I'll place Fanny in D tier for now. Her skill has a long mana gain cooldown, and her skill is cancelled the moment she misses a hit with her cable or gets knocked back. Assassin synergy is sort of wasted on Fanny as her skill does not rely much on attack speed. She also does not have a very high mana gain on her base attack, so the best way to use her would be to make her take damage at the start of the battle, meaning she isn't a great choice at 1 star. Neither Assassin Synergy or Lightborn Synergy benefits the whole lineup unless the hero have Lightborn and or Assassin Crystals. Other than to activate Lightborn or Assassin Synergy, Fanny is not used very often. Next up, we have Franco, the Los Pecados Northern Val Weapon Master Synergy hero. True cost. Franco has an HP stat of 4,605, which is the second highest among true cost hero. Attack stat of 235 and attack speed of 0.65, and he's a close range hero that deals long range magic damage with his skill and a crowd control effect. I'll place Franco in B tier for now. Franco is occasionally seen early to mid game with the Los Pecados synergy, and late game with the Weapon Master and or Norverval synergy. A blessing on Los Pecados synergy would make it easier for the player to gain more gold quickly. A blessing on Weapon Master synergy would make it easier to build Weapon Master synergy, which would benefit the whole lineup. However, a blessing on the Northern Val synergy is not very beneficial, as the Northern Val synergy effect sometimes does not activate if it has been achieved using blessings instead of all 3 heroes. Franco can be seen early game for the Los Pecados and late game in most mage lineups. Next up, we have Freya, the Northern Val and Weapon Master synergy hero that's free cost. Freya has the second lowest HP stat among free cost hero of 3,335. She also has an attack stat of 230 and an attack speed of 0.7. Freya is a close range hero that deals physical damage with her skill, AoE damage. I'll place Freya in B tier for now. Freya in the early game is relatively weak due to her low stats. A blessing on Northern Val synergy would increase her attack speed. A blessing on Weapon Master would increase her attack stat. And Weapon Master synergy could benefit the whole lineup. Sadly, like Franco, a Northern Val blessing is not effective, even if it increases her attack speed. Freya can be seen occasionally in the late game, as she is really strong late game due to a combination of her AoE damage and the fact that her skill multiplies her current stats, meaning she gets significantly stronger the more she is upgraded. Next up, we have Gord, the 5 cost Mech Era and Elementalist synergy blessing hero. Gord has an attack stat of 315, HP stat of 4,160, attack speed of 0.7, and he's a long range hero that deals mid range multi-hit magic damage. Gord, I'll place him in B tier for now. Gord's skill deals massive amount of magic damage, and the combination of Mech Era and Elementalist synergy allows his magic damage to be used very often, his skill. Due to the high mana gain, Gord can be seen occasionally late game, especially if the player manages to get the Elementalist blessing. The Elementalist blessing will further increase his mana gain, and the Mech Era synergy blessing will increase his magic damage. Next up, we have Grandeur, the 2-cost Lightborn and Gunner synergy hero. Granger has an HP stat of 3,585, attack stat of 285, attack speed of 0.65, and he's a mid-range hero that deals physical damage with his skill. I'll place Granger in C tier for now. The total damage dealt by Granger's range AoE skill is among the highest among the 2-cost heroes. His skill can be cancelled by crowd control, though. A Lightborn synergy blessing will increase his attack speed, while a Gunner synergy blessing will increase his attack stat, and he will immediately activate either of the synergies as they both only require 2 heroes. Granger would be occasionally seen early game, but late game Gunner synergy lineups are not very common. Next up we have Grok, the Venom and Guardian synergy 2-cost hero. Grok has an HP stat of 4,605, equal to Franco. He also has the highest attack stat amongst 2-cost hero of 295. His attack speed is 0.6, and he is a close range hero that deals physical damage with his skill. For now, I'll place Grok in B tier. I thought he would be A at start, but there's a reason why he isn't. The combination of his fast crowd control skill and relatively high HP stat amongst 2-cost hero and Venom synergy enables him to occasionally shut down enemy main damage dealers. A blessing on Grok would increase his HP or his defense stat, enabling him to cast his skill more often as he often gains mana by taking hits. The ability to move around due to his skill enables him to occasionally dodge some attacks that are aimed toward him. However, he struggles to hit heroes that are on the edge of the board. Also, neither Guardian or Venom synergy benefit the whole lineup, so Grok will not be seen very often except in the early game or in a Venom synergy lineup late game. Next up, we have Gus, the 3-cost Venom and Assassin synergy hero. Gusson has HP stat of 3,890, attack stat of 230, attack speed of 0.65, and he's a close range hero that deals mid-range magic AoE-ish damage. Gus, I'll place him in C tier for now. His magic AoE multi-hit skill makes very decent use of the Venom synergy. The Venom blessing will increase his magic damage, while Assassin synergy blessing will increase his mana gain. His low damage on basic attack and middling mana gain does not benefit much from the Assassin synergy, however. Gushin is occasionally seen in the early game, but it's not very common late game, except maybe in a Venom synergy lineup. Next, we have Hanabi, the 5-cost Venom and Archer synergy hero. Hanabi has an HP stat of 3,900 and attack stat of 285, which is the lowest among 5-cost hero. Attack speed of 0.9, which is actually the highest in the game. And she's a mid-range hero that deals physical damage with her skill. I'll place Hanabi in B tier for now. A combination of a physical AoE crowd control and Venom synergy is deadly, but her crowd control duration is relatively small. As a 5-cost hero, it's also harder to upgrade her and to make her get a blessing. A Venom blessing will increase Hanabi's attack speed, while the Archer synergy blessing will increase her attack stat. Neither of her synergy benefits the whole lineup, similar to Grok. Hanabi is most often seen occasionally in the Archer lineup late game. Next up, we have Harif, the Lightborn and Mage synergy 1 cost hero. Harif have an HP stat of 3160, attack stat of 240, attack speed of 0.9, which is the highest, similar to Hanabi. And he's a mid-range hero that deals magic damage with his skill. Harif, I'll place him in B tier for now. Where exactly should I place him though? Okay. Harif have two synergy that are both easy to activate, Lightborn and Mage. Mage synergy can benefit all the magic heroes in the lineup. His skill has a very short cast time and he has a relatively high mana gain from basic attacks, which makes his skill sort of spammable. So he can serve as a carry. Lightborn Blessing will increase his magic damage, while Mage Blessing will increase his mana gain. Compared to Chan, however, his skill deals significantly less damage. And also, Harif skill damage does not benefit as much from items. Nevertheless, he can be seen often early game as a 1-cost hero and in mage lineups late game. Next up, we have Harley, the Mage and Venom 2-cost hero synergy. Harley has, if I'm not seeing it properly, has an HP stat of 3475, has an attack stat of 210, which is the second lowest among the 2-cost heroes. He has an attack speed of 0.85, which is the highest among 2-cost hero, and he has a mid-range, dealing magic damage with his skill. I'll place Harley in B tier for now. Harley has two synergy that are easy to activate, and Mage synergy can benefit all the magic heroes in the lineup. Harley magical mid-range multi-hit skill deals a lot of damage early game. And also Venom Blessing will increase Harley's magic damage, while Mage Blessing will increase his mana gain. However, Harley's skill has a slightly long cast time, which is a bit problematic late game, especially against lineups that have heroes that jumps around, as that would make his skill miss often. Harley can be seen in the early game or late game in a mage lineup or Venom synergy lineup. Next up, we have Hayabusa, the Swordman and Mech Era synergy 2-cost hero. Hayabusa has an HP stat of 3895, attack stat of 265, and attack speed of 0.7, and he's a close range hero that deals physical damage. I'll place Hayabusa in B tier for now. Hayabusa is one of the strongest early mid game heroes, and he can 1v1 most heroes late game. The combination of his invincibility and Swordman synergy allows him to wipe out heavily damaged enemy heroes, as Swordman synergy's effect summons a sword that deals more damage against enemies that have lower percentage health, and also heals the Swordman hero. However, Hayabusa does not benefit the whole lineup because his synergies, both Swordman and Mech Era, only buffs the respective heroes. Swordman only buffs Swordman heroes and Mech Era only buffs Mech Era heroes. The Swordman synergy blessing will increase Hayabusa's attack stat, while Mech Era synergy blessing will increase Hayabusa's attack speed, allowing him to gain mana faster. When Hayabusa is upgraded, the more hits his skill performs, so the more often he would trigger the Swordman synergy. In the late game, however, Hayabusa's skill may get spread out against many heroes. So Hayabusa would be seen often during the early game with two swordmen, or during the late game in a swordman and or mech era synergy lineup. Okay, next we have Helkert, the Abyss and Assassin synergy hero 1 cost. Helkert has a HP stat of 3300, which is average among 1 cost hero. Attack stat of 270, which is the highest of for 1 cost hero, similar to Saber and Martis. He also has a attack speed of 0.7, and he's a close range hero that deals mid range physical AoE damage. I'll place Helkert in C tier for now. Both Helkert synergies, Assassin and Abyss, are easy to activate early game, so he can be seen decently often early game. However, he is not seen as often late game because his skill damage scales really poorly. Not only on item stats, but just it doesn't increase much even if you upgrade him to 4-star. Abyss Synergy Blessing will instantly activate Abyss Synergy, which would help the whole lineup deal more damage. And Assassin's Blessing will increase his attack stat, while Abyss Blessing will increase his attack speed. Helkert's skill can actually be blocked by Lolita as also a projectile. So he's really not the hero you often see in late game, maybe except in the Assassin lineup. But even then, Assassin is not very strong late game. Because his skill damage doesn't deal much, even if he's upgraded to 4-star, most of his damage will come from his basic attacks. Next up, we have Irifel, the 2-cost Astro Power and Archer Synergy hero 2-cost. Irifel has an HP stat of 3810, which is average among 2-cost hero. Attack stat of 275, which is the third highest among 2-cost hero. 0.75 attack speed. She's a mid-range hero, and overall she deals the most basic attack damage before synergy and before everything else is counted for as a 2-cost hero. Irifel's basic attack hits 3 times, so she gains mana relatively quickly. I'll place Irifel in A tier for now. Her skill can also reduce the enemy's defense stat, which helps the whole lineup. Irifel also scales very well late game as her skill multiplies her attack stat, meaning she gets significantly stronger the more she is upgraded and the more items she is given. Irifel is used very often in Astro Power and or Archer Synergy lineup and can be seen very often late game. The Astro Power Synergy will increase her attack speed, while a Blessing on Archer Synergy increase her attack stat. She can be slightly harder to use early game since both of her synergies are not easy to activate, and neither are her synergies benefit all the heroes in the lineup. Next up, we have Johnson, the 4-cost Mech Era and Tarjaman synergy hero. Johnson has an HP stat of 5075, attack stat of 265, attack speed of 0.6, which is low, and he's a close range hero that deals magical AoE damage with his skill. Overall, his basic attack is the weakest among 4-cost hero. I'll place Johnson in C tier for now. Johnson does not benefit much from the Mech Era synergy as his magical AoE skill requires no mana at all. Also, a Blessing on either Mech Era synergy or Tarjuma's synergy will make him survive longer, but his basic attack is too weak to really take advantage of the extra defense he gets. Tarjuma's synergy does benefit the whole lineup and makes it possible to use him early game, as Tarjuma is really good, but he's a 4-cost hero, so it's really hard to use him early game. Next up we have Karina, the 3-cost assassin and astral power synergy hero. Karina has an HP stat of 3910, attack stat of 230. She has the highest attack speed amongst 3-cost hero 0.8, and she's a close range hero that deals true damage with her skill. I'll place Karina in A tier for now. Her basic attack immunity is super effective. I guess any lineup that uses basic attack as their main source of damage, like archers or gunners. While her skill is activated, Karina deals true damage on her basic attack based on the enemy's hero amount of percentage HP loss. So Karina is especially threatening at higher level of upgrades, as her basic attack immunity will last longer, allowing her to gain some mana while her skill is active. Sadly, neither of her synergies, Assassin or Astral Power, benefits the whole lineup. The Assassin synergy blessing will increase her attack stat, while the Astral Power synergy will increase her attack speed, allowing her to trigger her true damage more often. So she's used a lot. She can be seen in Astral Power synergy lineups especially. But she's also seen in Archer lineups because an Archer Crystal given to Karina would allow her to use her skill more often due to the additional attack speed. Also, the reason Archer lineups would never use Karina is because Archers themselves don't want to go against Karina. Next, we have Carrie, the Mech Era and Archer Synergy 4-cost hero. Carrie has an HP stat of 4400. The lowest attack stat amongst 4-cost hero of 245. Although it doesn't really matter because she does true damage with her basic attack. She has an attack speed of 0.65, and she's a mid-range hero that deals physical damage. I'll place Carrie in B tier for now. Carrie passive does true damage based on enemy heroes' HP, so she is equally strong at 1-star or 3-star against 3-star or 4-star heroes. Carrie may not benefit much from the Mech Era synergy, as she cannot gain any mana while her skill is activated. Carrie does, however, benefit much from the Archer synergy, as the additional attack speed allows her to trigger her true damage more often. The Mech Era synergy blessing will increase her attack speed, while the Archer synergy blessing would increase her attack damage. Sadly, neither Archer or Mech Era synergy benefits the whole lineup. Carrie can be seen occasionally late game in the Archer synergy lineup or a Mech Era synergy lineup. She can be also seen in some very specific niche lineup that have a lot of crowd control, which will allow her to to hit more often, safe from a safe distance. Next up, we have Kimi, the Wormslayer Warrior and Gunner Synergy 3-cost hero. Kimi has a HP stat of 3450, which would make her the third lowest HP stat amongst 3-cost hero. Attack stat of 295, or so Moontomb claims. She also has an attack speed of 0.8, as written in her gallery. And she's a mid-range hero that deals physical damage with her skill. I'll place Kimi in D tier for now. Kimi's actual attack speed is 3.03, which would make her the highest attacks. Well, which would make her attack speed the highest in the game. And her attack stat is actually her damage when her skill is activated. So she deals like 4 times less damage with her normal basic attack. She does not benefit much from the additional attack or attack speed, despite having synergies that increase her damage. Also, her synergies do not benefit the whole lineup. The Wormslayer's Warrior synergy would increase her attack speed, but her attack speed is already very high. And also, as Blessing on the Gunner synergy will increase her attack stat, but she does not benefit much from the attack stat gain. Also, she's the worst 3-star hero in the game, as she scales really poorly. Finally, she's a single target hero that deals mild AoE damage with the skill, so she also does not perform well late game. Next up, we have Lancelot, the free cost Astral Power and Swordman synergy hero. Lancelot has an HP stat of 4025, attack stat of 295, attack speed of 0.7. He's a close range hero that deals physical damage with his skill. I'll place Lancelot in C tier for now. Lancelot, his short range, his mid range short physical AoE skill deals very little damage, and also deals even less damage the more enemy heroes he hits. Lancelot is occasionally seen early game as a filler hero for the Astral Power synergy, or late game in a Swordman synergy. He is the best abuser of the Blade Armor bug for the moment. Neither Astral Power or Swordman synergy benefit the whole lineup. Astral Power synergy Blessing will increase his attack speed, while Swordman synergy Blessing will increase his attack stat. But yeah, at the very least, due to the combination of Astral Power and Swordman synergy, Lancelot is able to deal buffed blade armor damage by taking hits. So he is really strong at 3-star and 4-star, because that way he would be able to take more hits and abuse the bug. Next, we have Leslie, the Mech Era and Gunner synergy free cost hero. Leslie have the lowest HP stat among free cost hero of 3220, highest attack stat among free cost hero of 400, attack speed of 0.7, and she also have the highest attack range among free cost hero, making her a long range hero. And overall, she deals the highest with her basic attacks, and her skill is physical. For now, I'll place Leslie in C tier. Her physical skill has a long cast time and is single target, so she does not do very well late game. Her skill makes her deal critical damage, so her skill damage benefits from a 2-gunner synergy, but for some reason it does not benefit from a 4-gunner or a 6-gunner synergy. The combination of gunner and mech era synergy does not benefit the whole lineup. Mech era synergy Blessing will increase her attack speed, while the gunner synergy Blessing will increase her attack stat. Leslie can be seen occasionally used early game, but is rarely seen late game unless the player have Mech Era synergy and a Gunner's Crystal. Next, we have Ling, the 5-cost Wormslayer Warrior and Swordman synergy hero. Ling have a HP stat of 4320, attack stat of 405, attack speed of 0.7, and he's a close range hero that deals physical AoE damage. I'll place Ling in C tier. Wormslayer Warrior and Swordman synergies are easy to activate, but they do not benefit the whole lineup. Ling physical close range AoE skill stuns the enemy hero for 1 second, and its damage significantly benefit from additional attack stat, which Wormslayer Warrior synergy does provide. The Wormslayer Warrior synergy blessing will increase his attack speed, while the Swordman synergy blessing will increase his attack stat. Ling can be seen occasionally in Swordman synergy lineups late game. However, one of Ling's main problem is that the enemy can walk away from his skill range should another ally hero be alive the moment he casts his skill. So he could miss his skill very often, especially against other Swordman synergy lineups or Assassin synergy lineups. Next, we have Lolita, the Nature Spirit and Tarjuman synergy 2-cost hero. Lolita has an HP stat of 4840, which is the highest amongst 2-cost heroes. She also have the lowest attack stat amongst 2-cost hero of 195. Her attack speed is 0.7, and she's a close range hero that overall her basic attack deals the least damage amongst 2-cost heroes and among all the heroes in the game. So I'll place Lolita in C tier for now. Lolita, Tarjuman synergy and Nature Spirit are synergies that are very easy to activate. So she can be seen early game occasionally, and Tarjuman synergy benefits the whole lineup. Lolita's skill blocks projectile, meaning she is somewhat effective against archers, gunners, but is less effective against anything else due to her long cast duration and poor basic attack damage. A blessing in Tarjuman or Nature Spirit will make her tankier. In this patch, however, Lolita is rarely seen, except to activate Nature Spirit or Tarjuman synergy early game. Next up, we have Loi, the 4-cost Elementalist and Cadia Riverland synergy hero. Loi has the lowest HP stat amongst 4-cost hero of 4125. She also have the highest attack stat similar to Angela and Aurora of 320. Her attack speed is the highest amongst 4-cost hero of 0.85, and she is also a long-range hero that deals magical damage with her skill. Overall, her basic attack damage is the highest among 4-cost heroes when synergies are not counted for. So for now, I'll place Roye in A tier. Her skill is a short cast long range magical AoE crowd control skill, and that makes her the best counter to Odette. Her Elementalist synergy would benefit the whole lineup, allowing the whole lineup to cast their skill more often due to the extra mana gain. Her above average attack speed paired with Cadia Riverland synergy attack bonus allows her to abuse the mana gain bonus she would get from the Elementalist synergy blessing. A Cadia synergy blessing will multiply her magic damage. Loi can be used early game due to her excellent basic attack damage and attack speed. Loi can also be used often late game for her crowd control. Her long range makes it easy to position her almost anywhere on the board, and she could be seen on a mage lineup, in a Cadia Riverland lineup, or even a mech era synergy lineup that uses Gord for elementalist synergy. Next up, we have Martis, the 1-cost Astral Power and Weapon Master synergy hero. Martis has the highest HP stat plus 1-cost hero of 3,700, attack stat of 270, which is the highest among 1-cost hero, attack speed of 0.65, and he's a close range hero that deals physical damage with his skill. For now, I'll place Martis in A tier. Weapon Master Synergy provides healing to all heroes in the lineup and shield to Weapon Master heroes that heal while at full HP. And Astral Power Synergy could allow Martis to further increase the amount of HP he heals when dealing damage. A Weapon Master Blessing would increase his attack stat, while an Astral Power Synergy Blessing would increase his attack speed. Martis' quick physical close range single target skill refills all his mana whenever it kills an enemy, meaning he really benefits a lot from the extra damage boost provided by the Astral Power Synergy, as it multiplies the damage the buffed Astral Power hero deals, making it more likely for the skill to kill an enemy. Martis can be seen very often early to late game due to the fact he is a 1-cost hero, so any lineup could use him early game and then just sell him mid game if he doesn't have any blessing. But definitely he would be seen in almost every Astral Power Synergy lineup late game. Next up, we have Masha, the 2-cost wrestler and Wormslayer Warrior synergy hero. Masha has an HP stat of 4,035, attack stat of 255, attack speed of 0.75, and she's a close range hero. I'll place Masha in B tier for now. Masha's HP is divided into 3 HP bar, and she cannot be killed until she's at her last bar, meaning she can be used to tank against heroes that deal most of their damage on a single hit, such as Martis and Eudora. Her Wrestler Synergy and Wormslayer Warrior Synergy are both easy to activate, but neither synergy benefit all the heroes in the lineup. A Blessing on Wrestler Synergy increases her attack stat, while a Blessing on Wormslayer Warrior increases her attack speed. Masha's attack speed increases the most HP she loses, and her skill allows her to deal damage based on enemy max HP at the cost of some HP. She also gains physical lifesteal the more HP bar she loses, and crowd control resistance at her very last HP bar. So Masha is actually the strongest early game hero. She has chances of actually 1v1 3-star or 4-star hero due to a combination of her true damage and stun due to Wrestler Synergy, if she's lucky. However, she's definitely less effective late game due to the fact that she's a close range single target hero. Next up, we have Mia, the Archer and Nature Spirit 1-cost hero. Mia has an HP stat of 3,000, which would make it the second lowest in the game. Attack stat of 225, attack speed of 0.8, and she's a long range hero, that deals physical damage with her basic attack. So I'll place Mia in C tier for now. Nature Spirit synergy is easy to activate early game, but neither Nature Spirit or Archer synergy benefits all the heroes in the lineup. The Archer synergy Blessing will increase her attack stat, while the Nature Spirit synergy will increase her attack speed, although her attack speed is already high due to her own passive. So Mia does not benefit much from additional attack speed, and benefit much more from additional attack stats or items that trigger upon the basic attack. Mia can be seen occasionally early game. in Archer or Nature Spirit lineups, but she's not very often seen late game due to her low attack stat. Next up, we have Moskov, the free cost and Abyss and Archer synergy hero. Moskov has an HP stat of, let's see, 3,795, attack stat of 265. He also has the highest attack speed of 0.8 among free cost heroes, and he's a mid-range hero. So I'll place Moskov in C tier for now. Where should I place it? Like here, maybe? Abyss synergy benefits the whole lineup, and Archer synergy is not very effective for Moskov because his skill already increases his attack speed for 3 seconds. Abyss Blessing will increase his attack speed, while Archer Blessing will increase his attack stat. His basic attack deals twice as much damage to enemies behind his current target, but his attack stat is a bit low among free cost heroes. His ability to teleport when at max mana does make the enemy hero waste their time targeting him. So Moskov will often be seen in Archer lineups due to his Abyss synergy, but he won't be seen much anywhere else. Next up, we have Nana, the one cost, Mech Era, and Support Synergy hero. Nana has an HP stat of 2,900, which is the lowest in the game. She also have a low attack stat of 215, which is the lowest among one cost hero. She has an attack speed of 0.85, and she's a mid-range hero that deals magical damage with her skill. So I'll place Nana in B tier for now. Support synergy can benefit the whole lineup, while Mech Era synergy can help her use her skill more often. Given sufficient upgrades and mana gain, Nana can actually stun lock her targeted hero. Support synergy Blessing will increase her mana gain, while Mech Era synergy will increase her skill damage. However, her low stats and low skill damage makes it unlikely for her to kill her target with basic attacks without any help. Nana is mostly seen only in Mech Era synergy lineups. Okay, next we have Saber, the Mech Era and Swordman synergy 1 cost hero. Saber has an HP stat of 3,580, attack stat of 270, which is same as Martis. 0.6 attack speed, which is the lowest among one cost hero, and is a close range hero that deals physical damage with his skill, and overall his basic attack is the weakest among one cost heroes. So I'll place Saber in C tier for now. Mech Era and Swordman synergy does not benefit all the heroes, and a Mech Era Blessing will increase his attack speed, and Swordman synergy Blessing will increase his attack stat. Saber does not benefit a lot from the Mech Era synergy due to his low attack speed, meaning he also does not use his skill that often, so he cannot abuse the Swordman synergy very often. His skill is a single target physical skill that crowd control one enemy for 1.5 seconds, so he does not perform very well late game as he only targets one hero. Saber is often used along with Hayabusa in the Swordman and Mech Era synergy lineup. So the only way for Saber to perform well late game is if he somehow targets the enemy's main damage dealer. Next up we have Tammuz, the Weapon Master and Abyss 5 cost hero. So Tammuz has an HP stat of 6,240, which is the highest in the game. He also have an attack stat of 430, which is also the highest in the game. His attack speed is 0.65, which is the lowest among 5 cost heroes. And he's a close range hero that deals physical damage with his skill. For now, I'll place Tammuz in B tier. Weapon Master and Abyss Synergy benefits all the heroes. As a 5 cost hero, it's really hard to upgrade Tammuz, so it's unlikely he'll ever get a blessing. An Abyss Blessing will increase Tammuz's attack speed, while Weapon Master Blessing will increase his attack stat. Tammuz benefits from all additional attack speed as his skill multiplies his current attack stat, so he will multiply additional attack speed he gets. He also benefits from defensive items due to his healing abilities and high HP stat, and he also benefits from physical items due to his attack speed after casting his skill. Tammuz is seen late game mostly in the Abyss Synergy lineup, usually paired with Argus, but this patch he is not seen very often anywhere else. Next up we have Tigreal, the Lightborn and Targman Synergy hero. Free cost. Tigreal has an HP stat of 4,945, which would be the second highest among free cost heroes. He has an attack stat of 295, attack speed of 0.6, which is the lowest among free cost heroes. He's a close range hero that deals magical damage with his skill. So I'll place Tigreal in B tier for now. Lightborn and Targman synergies are easy to activate, and Targman benefits the whole lineup. A blessing on Lightborn Targman increases Tigreal's HP or defense. And Tigreal's skill provides mid-range AoE crowd control. Tigreal can be seen early to mid-game. In the late game, his skill may lack a little bit of range, or may have a cast time that's just slightly too long compared to other heroes like Beleric. And Lightborn currently in this patch is not very effective as it has very poor matchup against Swordman Synergy, which is currently abusing Blade Armor. Next up we have Valir, the Wormslayer Warrior and Elementalist Synergy hero. Valir is free cost and he has an HP stat of 3,910, attack stat of 280, attack speed of 0.7, and he's a mid-range hero that deals magical damage with his skill. So I'll place Valir in D tier for now. Elementalist Synergy and Wormslayer Warrior Synergy are easy to activate, and Elemental Synergy can benefit all the lineup. However, Valir does not benefit much from both of his own synergies, as his short cast time skill deals magical AoE damage and not a lot of damage to boot. Meaning he does not even use his Wormslayer Warrior synergy properly. Valir is mostly occasionally seen late game as a filler hero for the 4 elemental synergy, but otherwise there's very little reason to even use him. Except maybe to complete the Wormslayer Warrior synergy, which is not commonly used late game. Next up we have Wan, the Kadia Riverland and Archer synergy hero. Free cost. Wan has an HP stat of 3,545, attack stat of 295, attack speed of 0.75, and she's a mid-range hero that deals basic damage with her skill. So I'll place Wan in B tier for now. Neither Archer or Kadia Riverland synergy benefits the whole lineup, and Kadia Riverland Blessing will increase her attack speed, while Archer synergy Blessing will increase her attack stat. Wan makes great use of her additional attack speed. from both of her synergies, as it will further increase the number of hits Wawan perform with her long range physical single target basic multi-hit skill. Wawan invincibility during her skill cast allows her to dodge enemy skills that are aimed toward her. Wawan is often used in Kadia Riverland or Archer synergies lineups mid game or late game. In the early game, she is not that strong. Finally, we have Zilong, the Weapon Master and Kadia Riverland synergy hero that's 5 cost. Zilong has a HP stat of 5,920, attack stat of 335, attack speed of 0.7, and he's a close range hero that deals physical damage with skill. So I'll place Zilong in B tier for now. Oof. Weapon Master synergy benefits the whole lineup, and Weapon Master Blessing will increase his attack stat, while Kadia Riverland Blessing will increase his attack speed. Zilong skill deals short range physical basic attack damage and increases his movement speed, so he does not share the same weaknesses as most close range physical heroes. Zilong, however, is not commonly seen except in Kadia Riverland synergy lineups late game or in some Weapon Master synergy lineup. The combination of Weapon Master and Kadia Riverland synergy does grant him a lot of shield HP. So I'll try to rearrange all the heroes right now. I think that Zilong would be slightly better than Aurora. Maybe Hanabi actually is seen very rarely, so I'll drop her down. Freya, Balric, Franco. I'll place Granger above Lancelot. Actually, Lancelot's dropped down here. Gushan should probably be behind Estes. I don't know. I'll put Martis before Karina. He's played more. Actually, weird now. Chow. This way. Yeah, I think this is alright. That's pretty much it, everyone. So by the time this video is uploaded, I think there'll be like 2 or 3 more days before maybe the next patch will come. And by that time, I expect all the swordman heroes to drop by a bit. But at worst I'll just have to remake this tier list video. See you all next time.